Hello, everyone. This, of course, is a annual. Hello, all members of the Tiger Squad. Yes, we have talked about this for a very long time. Well, at least I have talked about it for a while. This, of course, is going to be the hopefully annual Summer Movie Awards. We're going to be talking about movies that did come out this summer. And I figured I'd do this because at the time I wasn't sure if Tony was going to do the award show that he ended up doing. So I just figured that I'd kind of, put something together just in case. But I actually had talked to Tony, and he had told me that he already was kind of planning on doing a summer one. It actually was kind of a win-win situation for the both of us. So in many ways, we're both kind of, the contributors for this show. But either way, very excited to, of course, be a part of this. However, unlike Tony, I'm actually going a bit above and beyond here because I actually do have presenters with me. Yes, bitches, we have presenters right here. Admins of the Tiger Squad are here. Let's first introduce the first presenter here. He created this group, and he is the moderator, and, he does all those kinds of things. He has Caden and I to do a lot of things for him, but here he is, Tony Estrada.
Hello, everybody. Yes, this is the founder of the Tiger Squad, and it's very cool that we're actually going to do a Summer Movie Awards show. And I want to thank Kevin for actually running this entire thing. So, yeah, I'm very happy to be here, and let's hope we have a great award show ahead of us tonight. Woo!
Yes. Can we get some applause? Yes. Yes, okay, that's enough.
For my Lord and Savior!
Yes, next up, I was going to introduce this person second, but I think we're going to go with him last because he's being a little grumpy as usual, so we'll get to him last.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you, bitch! I am not taking this slander, okay? I'm already pissed enough of you for the fucking results, so
Next up, we have the man that is our Lord, the legend himself. Nobody knows more about WWE than this guy. Nobody loves Across the Universe more than this guy. He is not a fan of the last 5 years. And here he is, Film Fan 0599.
Is the man, the myth, the legend himself. Hello, everybody. Yes. Thank you. Yes, suck my cock, everybody. Now, how is everybody doing today? This is, yes, thank you, Kevin, for having me on for your award show. This is bound to be the greatest award show of all time, and I am here to present some awards, and it should be fun. Well, thank you for having me on. It should be fun. So, yeah.
All right. Next presenter here. He is, someone who is in love with Malcolm in the Middle. He will fight you if you say that you love Emma Stone more than him. He is also might be a little bit obsessed with Ryan Reynolds, maybe just a little bit here and there. But here he is, MC Deadpool.
Yes! Yes!
This was not planned, as you can see. We did not plan any of this.
Thank you, Brick. I am glad to be
No problem, my dude.
First of all, I'm obsessed with Chris Pratt. Ryan was the second, but Chris Pratt is first.
But your name isn't MC Chris Pratt, it's MC Deadpool!
Well, I love Chris Pratt more because he's my Lord and Savior. Here to present with my boys, especially my boy Tony and Triples, and God himself, Mr. Caden LaPlante, and Kevin, you're an ass, so thank you.
All right, so now we can get to the one that is kind of the piece of shit of this group. I don't know why he's here, honestly.
Everything together.
I needed someone last minute, and, he stepped up, and I was like, whatever. Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Auburn Wanderer. I know. It's very disturbing, folks.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Fuck you.
Well, hey everyone. So yes, unfortunately I'm here, but I usually I join these because Kevin asks me to, and I'm like, all right, I'll join. Let's get the show on a roll, boys. Woo!
All right. We're just going to jump right into it right now. Of course, there are over 24 categories to talk about here. So the way we're going to do it is I'm just going to put the categories into randomizer, and that way I will let you guys know which one is going first. Each one of these guys is presenting. There are a few that I am presenting as well, but we're just going to do it that way. And it looks like the first one that is up is none other than the biggest disappointment of the entire summer. All right, so biggest disappointments. We have this category. I'm going to share the nominations through screen share, and for this category, we have the presenter. Someone has seen, I think, only like a few of these movies, but he's here to present them anyway. This one is none other than the man himself, 22 Tiger Dude.
Yeah! So yes, I am incredibly disappointed and presenting biggest disappointment.
Wait, where's that music? Where's that music?
So for biggest disappointment, we have The Equalizer 2, Hot Summer Nights, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Like Father, Mile 22, Terminal, and and that's about it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Very well prepared.
And the winner is Jurassic. I'm just kidding. Mile 22.
Wait, what?
Obviously, Mile 22 did win. It was honestly between that and Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom was literally like a point off. Honestly, a lot of the winners were a very close race. But yes, Mile 22 did in fact win. Very disappointing overall. We go to the next category, which is kind of similar to biggest disappointment, but it's that film that maybe it's not that great, but you know what? In the summer, you just really want to have a good time. You want to kick your feet up. You want to enjoy what you're doing and just kind of escape from the, problems of the world. And that is what the biggest guilty pleasure award is.
Yes!
We have the man himself, Film Fan 0599, to present.
Hello, bitches. How you doing? So
No,
here we go.
don't be happy. Be depressed.
I'm not depressed right now. Well, I mean, I am depressed at every moment of my life, but still.
Wow.
What have I become?
Wow, this award show just went from
Who am
really
I?
fun to really depressing.
But
No one
wait, I am
understands.
here to present biggest guilty pleasure. These are the movies that we acknowledge that they're not good, but we have a fucking blast with them anyway. So here we go. The nominees are, if Kevin will fucking pull them up.
Oh, yeah.
And the nominees are Book Club for some fucking reason, The Last Sharknado, It's About Time, It's About Goddamn Time, The Meg, not the one from Family Guy, Overboard, not the original, the remake, and Uncle Drew!
The true winner.
Kevin.
The true
And
winner.
the winner,
Yeah, exactly.
and the winner for biggest guilty pleasure goes to Uncle Drew. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. It's The Last Sharknado. It's About Goddamn Time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I support this
Rightful winner,
one.
in my opinion. This movie.
I support this.
Yes. This movie was a big old fucking disaster, and I loved every minute of it. So, deservingly so, it wins.
This is one that, when you watch a film, you want to be invested, you want the pacing to work, and that's why we have the best editing. And unfortunately, we got good old Ginger here is going to present this this great award.
All right, everyone, let's do this. All right, so editing is a very important part in the filmmaking process. So this is definitely a good thing to recognize. So if Kevin could pull up the fucking nominations.
I'm trying to get to it. There we go.
There we go.
All right, here we go. All right, so here are the nominations for best editing: Black Klansman, First Reformed, Hereditary, Mission Impossible Fallout, Searching, and Sorry to Bother You. And the winner is Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes, and this is very deservingly so.
Mission Impossible Fallout, I think overall is very deserving. I'm very happy that this one did, in fact, win. I think it's probably the most well-paced of the entire series. It's one of those films that constantly they're always moving, and it's pretty much a nonstop thrill ride, yet there's also a lot of great points for story and things like that. So I think this was definitely a very deserving win. So now we get to the next one, which, of course, for this one, we're not to the big categories just yet, but you have those categories that, while important, the Oscars for some reason choose to do them first. I don't understand why, but they do. They're very important, and thankfully for such an important award, Caden is not introducing this one.
Wow, you know what?
We have actually someone who is important to introduce this one. Of course, this one is for Best Supporting Actor, and we're going to turn it back to Double Nine to introduce this one.
Oh shit! Hi, I'm back. Hello everybody. So, we're on Best Supporting Actor. We have a bunch of fucking assholes nominated for this award. So here we fucking go. Well, everybody, Best Supporting Actor. We have Henry Cavill and his mustache for Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yep.
We have Josh Brolin and his laser eye for Deadpool 2. We have Donald Glover and that magnificent cape for Solo Star Wars Story. Yeah. We have Armie Hammer and his fucking whatever he uses and Sorry to Bother You. We have Josh Hamilton for 8th Grade. And we have Alex Wolff and his Crying for Hereditary. And the winner for Best Supporting Actor is Alex Wolff.
Nice.
You know what? I actually surprisingly agree with this.
Okay, well, congratulations to Alex Wolff, even though I voted for Henry Cavill and his goddamn mustache, but it's still...
I mean, okay.
Yes,
Superman.
Very deservingly so. I think this one was kind of a no-brainer. The second that he was nominated, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's definitely going to win. I mean, the two performances you hear the most of is like Alex Wolff and Toni Collette, so you knew for sure that Alex Wolff was probably going to get in there. A very deserving win to him, and hopefully a very promising career. Now we got to turn back to this bitch for a category that a lot of people care about, and that, of course, is Best Director.
Woo!
Oh, shit!
All right, everyone, it's time for my favorite award of the night. Surprisingly, Best Director. Directing is a pretty cool thing, so let's get into these nominations. All right, here we go. The nominees for Best Director. Ari Aster?
Ari Aster. It's not hard to say.
All right. Ari Aster for Hereditary. Brad Bird for Incredibles 2. Bo Burnham for 8th Grade. Spike Lee for BlacKkKlansman. Christopher McQuarrie for Mission Impossible Fallout. And Boots Riley for Sorry to Bother You. And the winner is Christopher McQuarrie for Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah!
Which I agree with. Woo!
Woo!
Again, very big congratulations to Christopher McQuarrie. What he was able to do in Mission Impossible Fallout, I think, is incredible, especially the fact that he was the first time that they had a director repeat his work. Usually, it was a first time. It was the first time they had a different director. Every time, and this was the first time that it was the same director for the second film. And I think it was really great what he was able to do. I think he was able to pretty much blend all the various styles we saw from the directors that worked and really did what he could to make it the best action film possible. So big congratulations to Christopher McQuarrie for Best Director. So now, of course, we do get to one of, I think, Tony's favorite categories for sure. And who better to present it than the guy who loves animation himself? Here, of course, he is to present for Best Voice Performance for the first time, of course, and for nominations, 22 Tiger Dude.
All right. Hell yeah. For best voice performance, we have Brad Garrett, Christopher Robin, Adam Haskell, number 2, part 2. Holly Hunter, Incredibles 2.
Oh my
Simon
god.
Maynard, Upgrade. Adam Sandler, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation. And Will Arnett, You Guys Go 2. And the winner is Brad Garrett, Christopher Robin.
All right.
Yay!
Yes. So I
Brad
know
Garrett.
a lot of people are probably surprised that we weren't biased and voted for Adam. I thought for sure that to get it there. But Brad Garrett, I do still think is very deserving. His performance as Eeyore, I think, is probably one of the standout performances in all of Christopher Robin. I thought he had all the mannerisms down very well, just the very negative but somewhat endearing attitude that Eeyore really does have. I think he did a very good job with encapsulating that. So again, big congratulations to Brad Garrett for a very deserving win for best voice performance. Now, unfortunately, we got to go back to Caden.
So yes, I am presenting best A24 film. First up, we got 8th Grade. Then we have Hereditary. And then we have First Reformed, which might just be the best film of the year. Wait, did I just say decade? Okay, whatever. And Hereditary is the fucking winner.
I'm honestly very happy if any three
Fuck
of these.
you.
I honestly would have been very happy if any three of these had won. I do think that they're all very. They're both all three of them are very good movies. Hereditary, I do think, is the best of the bunch, though. I think it was very creepy, and it gave me this feeling that I just don't get when watching horror films. I felt very uneasy. I felt very entranced by what was really going on. And I think it is a very deserving winner in that regard. It's been a while since I've seen this much acclaim for a horror film, let alone an A24 film. And I do think that it is very deserving for best A24 film. We now turn it back over to me, actually. I'm going to present an award, I know, for best supporting actress because nobody wanted it. So I'm presenting this one. For best supporting actress, we have Zazie Beetz for Deadpool 2, a.k.a. one of the only ones that Caden has taken. Well, at the time, at least.
Shut up, okay? She's great in it at least.
Oh yeah, by the way, Taylor, that's how you fucking.
Mackenzie Davis for Tully. Isabel Moner for Sicario, Day of the Soldado. Millie Shapiro for Hereditary. Amanda Seyfried.
It's time for don't disrespect her, okay? That is the best female performance of the year easily. Don't disrespect her.
Amanda Seyfried for First Reformed. And Michelle Yeoh for Crazy Asians. And of course,
yo, you dumbass.
very surprisingly, is Millie Shapiro for Hereditary. I honestly am really happy about this, to be honest, because I think out of all the performances for Hereditary, Shapiro is the one that I just don't hear a ton about. I hear a lot of acclaim for Wolf. I hear a lot of acclaim for Colette. But Shapiro, I just don't hear a lot about. And I'm very happy to see that she won this. I think it is a very deserving win all around. She was able to do so much with so little. I mean, just the role, without spoiling it, of course, for those who haven't seen the movie like Tony, the role of Charlie and there isn't really a lot on paper for her to do, and she just brought such a menacing sort of presence to the role, and just that noise she makes in general, just always me out. Just hearing people do that, I think she was so great here. I'm very happy to see her getting some work. You know, I've been a fan of hers since Matilda the musical. And I'm very happy to see that she is continuing to get really great roles. And now we go to the next category, which for the first time here, he hasn't presented yet. He is presenting for this one. MC Deadpool is going to present Biggest Surprise.
Oh my God. It is my Lord and Savior.
Wow. I really hope
God himself.
All right, biggest surprise. When you go see a movie and you look at the trailer, you're like, that movie doesn't look that good, or you're like, dude, that movie looks awful. And when you see the movie, it's like, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Or, I didn't love it, but I thought it was all right. But here are the nominees. Crazy Rich Asians, Deadpool 2, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, Set It Up, Tag, and Teen Titans Go to the Movies. But the winner of Biggest Surprise goes to
Yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians.
All right.
Okay, and I have not seen the movie, so
I haven't seen the movie either, so I can't say shit.
That's great. I'm the only one here that's seen the movie.
no, Tony saw
Tony, say it, Tony!
Tony seen it.
You're the one that sent me the trailers for the Crazy Rich Asians, Kevin. How do you
I
forget I've seen
forgot that you
movie?
didn't like it.
Oh my God, Kevin, why are you fucking up
God.
so much?
Anyway, yes, Crazy Rich Asians, I think, was very deserving. I myself thought that the trailer looked like absolute garbage. I thought it was going to be really offensive, and it turned out not only was it completely inoffensive, but it actually did a very good job of being, yes, a somewhat formulaic romantic comedy, but I think being advanced by some really great talent and a really great story and some really great plot directions overall. A very fun film for sure. I always say, like, if you need a date movie right now, go see Crazy Rich Asians. It's a really great movie, and definitely congrats to them. I think it's a film that I'm surprised by how great it's, how great reviews it's gotten. I'm surprised by how well it's doing in the box office, but it really does show here a lot. I think this is a film that, yes, it is very well deserved, and again, congrats to them, Crazy Rich Asians, for biggest surprise. So now we do turn it back to Tony.
Okay.
We all know the real winner is option 4.
That doesn't count.
Oh, actually, you know what? I agree. Yeah, never mind.
That doesn't count.
right.
Okay? All right, let me explain. Let me explain what happened there before you say anything, bitch.
That sounds like a good movie.
So, I didn't know what I was doing. I've never made a Google form before. So I did the first category, and then I proceeded to click what I thought was next page, when in reality, I clicked duplicates. And it duplicated everything that was from the Best Picture category, and I had forgotten that
Kevin, shut the fuck up. Okay, we don't need to hear your fucking soap opera story about how fucking
there was
stupid you
an
are.
option 4, and that is why option 4 is still there. All right, Tony, go ahead.
So for best cinematography, we have Christopher Robin, First Reformed, Hereditary, Mission Impossible Fallout, Sorry to Bother You, Upgrade, and option 4.
No, that doesn't count.
And the winner is First Reformed. Just kidding, Hereditary.
God, wait.
Just the way that the beginning of Hereditary in general really does stick with me, the sort of like dioramas and things like that. Cool. There were a lot of really great shots in that film that I'm truly never going to forget. Some really grotesque stuff, but again, I really do applaud the cinematographer for going there for sure, not trying to shy away from it. And I truly do think it is the best cinematography of the year overall. I am very happy for this one. So again, congratulations to Hereditary for best cinematography. We're now going to move on, Jesus Christ, to MC Deadpool again for the next one here. Now, look, there's a lot of categories here that I'm very happy about. And, there was a lot of great stuff this summer, but there were those occasional shit stains here and there. There were those occasional films that did not at all live up to their promise. And not only that, but they were very hard to sit through. And that is, of course, what Gary here is going to present for Worst Picture.
All right, bitches.
Whoa, my man!
All right. I'm going to go Jesse the Body Ventura on this, man. Let's go.
Yes.
All right, Worst Picture. Now, these are the fucking movies that fucking sucked ass.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
suck. They're about as bad as fucking Tony's puns.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? You know what? Actually, no, I don't agree with that. Tony's puns are amazing.
All right, Worst Picture. All right, We got Freaky Friday, yes. All right, we got Freaky Friday, yes, the Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan movie.
Not
Not
that one.
that one.
All right, we got I Woke Up in a New Bugatti. Or
Yeah.
we got How to Talk to Girls at Parties. Sorry, Caden. We got the movie that everybody but me and Adam hated, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Yes.
We got The Kissing Booth, which I've seen bits of pieces of them. It's looked terrible.
That's plenty.
And the last one is Terminal. Yeah, the Tom Hanks movie is horrible. Just
Shut up.
But the winner of Worst Picture of the Summer, Gotti. I'm sorry, John Travolta.
Yes! Yes! Fuck this movie! Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck it!
In all seriousness, while I don't necessarily think Gotti was my choice to win this award, I do still think that, yes, I can totally see it. It is an awful film in every way. It skips over so many events. John Travolta, I didn't think was like the worst thing ever, but he certainly wasn't that great. Especially considering how much of a passion project it was. Just the final product itself was less than stellar. And of course, Movie Passes, way they marketed the film really didn't bode well for it either. So yes, while I don't think it was the one that I would have chosen, I do still think Gotti is a deserving winner all around. So Gotti, of course, is worst. Okay, so now we get to the category that I know Tony is very excited to. He usually does do this one, but he actually wanted to be a nice guy and let someone else do it. And so we're going to have Double Nine actually present Best Animated Film.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Oh, we're Best Animated Feature Boys, and I've only seen one of these movies! Yeah! Alright, so here we go. Best Animated Feature. We got The Death of Superman.
Well, we're supposed to watch it like 3 weeks ago.
I know, and we still haven't. Hotel Transylvania, Summer Vacation, Dracula on Goddamn Boat, Incredibles 2, aka I'm the only fucking person that still hasn't seen this goddamn movie.
I haven't seen it either.
And Teen Titans Go to the Movie, aka the only movie that I saw and the only movie that I was able to vote for.
Yeah.
And the winner is Incredibles 2. Who else did you fucking think was gonna win the
so
fucking
shocking.
award?
Yes.
Again, this one I think was pretty obvious. I mean, there really wasn't any other.
Yeah, no
choice.
shit.
But again, big congrats to Incredibles 2. Just the fact that we waited so long and the movie turned out the way it did, I think alone is commendable and a load of money. Hopefully there'll be a third one. You know, Brad Bird said that he would be down if he has a good story. So hopefully they do, in fact, go in that direction. So, you know, there are a lot of films that I did, in fact, see this summer. The most out of any summer, may I add. I don't like to brag or anything, but it is the most I've seen out of any summer. So with that, I tried to, see a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I saw that didn't really get talked about a lot. Or there's some stuff I saw that maybe people didn't like as much. And that's what this category is for. Most underrated or overlooked. Some of these movies, I guarantee some of you might not have even heard of. But here we go. We have Christopher Robin, Hotel Artemis, Sicario Day the Soldado, Tag, Unfriended Dark Web, and Upgrade. And the winner, of course, is Sicario Day of the Soldado.
What about Winnie the Pooh movie?
In all seriousness, yes, I am glad that Sicario Day the Soldado did win. While I don't think it's an amazing movie or anything, I do still think it is a very good sequel. I think it is a very good follow-up. It's better than it could have turned out. And I'm glad that it wasn't a straight-up sequel. It was basically just a story. It did do a good job of, I think, expanding the story a little bit. And it ended in a place that does make me genuinely interested to see where it really can go. So congrats to Sicario Day of the Soldado, a film that a lot of people didn't see. So, yes, congrats to that one. So now we get to the next one, which Tony is, in fact, introducing. So, Tony, go ahead for Best Screenplay.
Oh, I'm not. No.
All right, let's do this. All right, so for best screenplay, we have Black Klansman,
Great.
8th Grade, Hereditary, Incredibles 2, Mission Impossible Fallout, and Sorry to Bother You. And the winner is... Hereditary.
Hey!
That's so
love that.
bullshit.
Okay.
Mission Impossible
Hereditary.
Fallout.
The dinner scene alone.
Yes, the
That's
dinner
what I'm
scene
saying.
alone, it did a very good job, of making a horror film, but focusing very much on the family, really getting into the conflict of what they're really going through, showing the heritable damage that a lot of this stuff has on the family and things like that, the deep regret that they all have. And I think that's one of the reasons why Hereditary is as scary as it is. It's so deeply relatable in that sense. There's so many things that we'll just keep in the back of our mind, but we don't really want to verbalize. And Hereditary is really what happens when, all those things that we think about that we don't want others to know basically do come to fruition. And I think they did a very good job with that overall. So again, congrats to Hereditary. Now we get to another category for Double Nine over here. He is here to present Best Score.
Hello, people. I love music. I love music in movies. They are great, regardless of soundtrack and score. So I am very honored to present Best Score. So here we fucking go, you assholes. All right, so here we go. Black Klansman. Score. There you go. Make your nipples hard, Caden. Hereditary. Incredibles 2. Mission Impossible Fallout. Sorry to Bother You. And Upgrade. And the winner is Incredibles 2.
I'm really happy that Incredibles 2 did win. I really can't blame anyone for voting for it because, at least for me, I mean, I can't get that theme out of my head. Like, honestly, I hear that damn theme, like, all the time. I'm constantly humming it. It's so catchy. It's probably one of the catchiest superhero scores, I think, out there right now. It's fantastic in every way. I think what's his name was able to do with the score. Michael Giacchino, thank you, was incredible. And again, no pun intended, but it was incredible. I didn't mean to do that. But anyway, it was, in fact, a really great score. I really love what he was able to do with it. And definitely, I do think it is very deserving for Best Score. So congrats to Incredibles 2. But now we get to another one that I'm really excited to present. I am presenting this one. Nobody else is. And that is for Most Overlooked. There are a lot of most overlooked performance. There are a lot of performances out there that do get a lot of recognition, but then there are those that I really enjoy, but I just don't really hear a lot of people talk about. So I decided that, I would, shed some light on some of those performers with, in fact, most overlooked performance. So here we go. We endowed for Hereditary, Martin Freeman for Cargo, Michael B. Jordan for Fahrenheit 451. The only thing that's really recommendable about that movie, Ewan McGregor for Christopher Robin, Deborah Messing for Searching, and Jasper Peconin for Black Klansman. And this one
racist?
may actually shock Caden, but Ewan McGregor did actually win.
Yay! Finally!
Yes.
Agree with, yay!
Yes,
I'm
Ewan
happy
McGregor.
about that.
And I'm very happy. He did a very good job of capturing the Christopher Robin character, showing that, childhood and the whimsical side that he had, but also him growing up and kind of learning to just be a kid again. And I think you could tell he was having a lot of fun with this role. I do think he was a very good choice, and I don't think enough people have really talked about him. A lot of people didn't talk about Christopher Robin enough in general, so I'm very happy to see it win.
Oh my God!
Christopher Robin definitely wins.
Yes! Oh my God, sticker!
I don't know what's happening right now.
Oh shit!
I'm so happy about Ewan McGregor winning.
I love you, Tony. Tigger is my nigga, man.
That's great. That is fantastic to hear. But yes, congratulations to Ewan McGregor for Christopher Robin. All right, now we get to a category that a lot of people are going to be like, why did you do this, Kevin? Why'd you do this? Well, We did it for the, award show that we did a couple weeks ago, and I figured that I might as well bring it back. Even though there are not a lot of choices, there were a surprisingly better amount than I expected. So, yes, we did, in fact, bring back Best Netflix Film. And here to present it is a guy who's actually seen all of these movies. Surprisingly, I know, it's pretty shocking, but he's seen every single one of these movies.
Somehow,
Besides
yeah.
me, he's the only one who's seen every single one of these. Here, of course, he is to present Best Netflix Film 22 Tiger Dude.
Yeah, and I'm shocked too because I know Kevin has seen more of these Netflix movies this year than I have. So
Yes.
the fact that I've seen all of these actually kind of shocks me too. But with that said, for Best Netflix Film, we have Alex Strangelove, which I just recently saw, Cargo, Extinction, Set It Up, and To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And the winner for Best Netflix Film is Alex Strangelove.
Wow, something else I agree with. Wow, this is a fucking miracle.
It's for sure one of the most enjoyable films I think I've seen all year. It's a film that I just really loved, all the actors and the characters. And sure, it's not like Love, Simon, but it's a different type of film. And I think that it is getting unjustifiably compared to that film. And I still really do enjoy it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I think Daniel Doheny is definitely a talent to watch out for. Really loved everything about it. So congrats to Alex Strangelove for Best Netflix Film. We can now go to another category that, there's a lot of performances that come out, and then there are just some where you're like, why? Why was this person casted? Why was this person here? What is this person doing in this movie? What are they doing with their career in general? Why are they an actor? And that's what this performance is for. This is, of course, for worst performance, and who better to present it than the person who presented for worst picture? Of course, none other than MC Deadpool.
Yay.
Yeah, these performances were so bad that they just caused me to cough. They're the reason why I have a sore throat. But worst performance. We got. I gotta read this guy's name. Jacob Elordi.
Yes.
For the Kissing Booth. We got Loda for Show Dog. We got Rutimi Paul for The First Purge. I have not seen it. We got Kevin's favorite character from Jurassic World.
Jesus Christ.
Him screaming his fucking ass off like a little bitch, and him trying to be the comic relief and fail miserably. Just keep Chris Pratt.
That's an understatement.
We got John Travolta. Oh my god. For Gotti. And we got, hey, what you doing over there? You doing an award show? I'm nominated for what? Worst performance? What the fuck? How am I bad in what movie am? Mark Wahlberg in Mile 22. And the winner for worst performance is Mark Wahlberg for Mile 22. Oh,
What?
really?
What?
How my performance that awful?
What the fuck?
I'm not surprised by that, honestly.
I was really good in Mile 22. What the fuck, dude? You know, fuck you. Go say hello to your mother for me, man. Fuck you. Actually, Mark.
Okay, I haven't seen Mile 22 yet.
Hang on.
Let me continue.
Okay.
Actually, Mark, you did not win. What? The winner was Jacob Elordi from The Kissing Booth.
Yes.
Yes!
Jacob Elordi, yes, easily. This was what I have wanted to win. I think his performance was just so robotic and honestly kind of just really angry at times. I never saw the chemistry between him and Joey King. Joey King is truly awful in that film, but Jacob Elordi really was the worst part of The Kissing Booth for me. Just his robotic delivery like this, and he always talks like this throughout the entire goddamn movie, and it's very hard to get anything out of him and any sort of emotion because he's always talking like this. And then sometimes he'll do this. He'll yell at Elle and he'll be all upset at her. Or like this. It's really annoying.
Oh my God, Tony.
Fucking movie. And I'm
Tony.
gonna lose my fucking voice because I'm doing an impression of Jacob Elordi, so I'm gonna stop now. But either way, congrats to Jacob Elordi for worst performance
that was
of
fucking
the
good.
entire fucking summer. Very well deserved. Now we do get to a category that Caden is in fact presenting. Caden might actually be happy with how this category did in fact turn out, and that is best sound design.
Kevin, are you fucking okay?
No,
Are you losing your voice again?
kind of.
All right. Well, as Kevin loses his voice, it's time for one of my favorites, best sound design. All right. You know, the sound, in my opinion, is maybe the most important part to a film. In my opinion, actually the most important. So let's get to this, boys. All right. So we got Black Klansman, Hereditary, Incredibles 2, Mission Impossible Fallout, Sicario de the Soldado, and Sorry to Bother You. And winning, rightfully, is Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I would definitely have to agree with this. It's as much as I do love, the sound design for Hereditary, and I do think that the sound design for Mission Impossible Fallout is really fucking impressive. It's very immersive. It really put me in the moment, and that climax in general. I mean, that is the definition of, if that doesn't scream riveting, I really don't know what does. Definitely a very deserving win all around. So congrats to Mission Impossible Fallout for best sound design. Now we get to the category that nobody cares about. I just threw this on there because Tony said, hey, come up with something creative. So I came up with something creative, and that is the most...
You bitch, you had this idea before I even told you that, so don't bring me into this.
Wow!
Okay.
Oh, damn, Kevin!
That is the most like summer category. Basically, this is the film that you watched in the summer, and it gives you that summer feeling. You feel like you can just feel everything about summer, whether it is the action scenes, whether it is that summer breeze, whether it's just the beach in general. You get that sense of summer when you're watching it.
Or
So
somewhere your pants.
are those films that do
My God,
scream the most. I don't know what you said. These are the films that do in fact scream the most like summer. So here we go. For most like summer, we do have Ant-Man and the Wasp, Crazy Rich Asians, Deadpool 2, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, Incredibles 2, and Mission Impossible Fallout. And to the surprise of no one, because I knew for sure this was going to get it, Mission Impossible Fallout did
Hell yes.
most like summer category. I think when we watch a summer movie and we see what what we really want summer movies to be, Mission Impossible Fallout just screams summer movie. It has all the ingredients that you really do need for one, but it also gives you that warm summer feeling, and I think they did a very good job with that. It has incredible action, it has incredible characters, it has incredible set pieces. I mean, everything about it gives you that summer feeling. So for that reason alone, Mission Impossible Fallout rightfully does win the most. We get to the one that Double Nine wanted to introduce. So here he is for Best Actress.
All right. Bitches, here we go. Best Actress. So here we go. Put on my glasses again. Here we go. So here we go. Best Actress. I took them off so I could do that
thing. Did you just take your glasses off only to put them on again?
Yes, I did. Now,
That was
Best Actress. Pull up the nominations, bitch. All right, so here we go. So, all right. So the nominations for oh fuck, I'm already gonna fuck this up. For Best Actress, we got Toni Collette. Why am I even reading this? Because we all know she's going to win for Hereditary. Zoe Dutch. Fuck. God damn it. Zoe Dutch for Set It Up.
Oh my God, he just corrected you and you still fucked up.
Fuck you. Isla Fisher for
OC.
Isla Fisher. Fuck. God damn it. God damn! Yeah,
Not the one in Tay. Not the one.
She's not even
That's
the
what I
lead
was thinking.
actress in that. She's
God
a
damn it.
supporting actress.
Okay, for 8th grade. Angeline Lilly for
Evangeline Lilly.
I said Angeline Lilly. That's what I said.
You said Angeline.
Oh,
It's
fucking
Evangeline.
hell! For Ant-Man and the Wasp. Why does everybody give me the ones with the fucking name? I hate reading names.
It's going great.
This is going excellent. I love this. This is going fantastic.
Matilda Lutz.
Matilda Liz for Revenge, and Charlize Theron for Tully. And the winner is Toni Collette. You already fucking knew she was gonna win, so there you go.
Yes, I think, when you really do think of the best, not just the best summer performance, but the best actor's performance, Toni Collette gave the performance of her entire career. I mean, such an incredible performance of that mother that, she just has that deep seething rage for, this whole conflict with her son. And just that dinner scene in general, I think gave her that win. Very deserving for sure. We knew, I knew definitely that she was going to win this. And like I said, a very deserving win for Toni for Hereditary. Really no other answer, honestly. Elsie Fisher, as great as she was in 8th grade, I don't think it at all matched the level of Toni Collette in Hereditary. It was just such a dynamic and career best performance from her. And I don't really think it's ever going to be unparalleled, honestly. I think it's one of those things where it will always remain her best performance. And again, congrats to her for her brilliant work in Hereditary. That, of course, is the best actress. Now we do go to the category that is just as important. Gary is, of course, presenting this one. That is for Best Actor.
Oh, for the dudes. All right.
Yes. Fucking sexist.
Hey, I love women. I love women. I'll take all your women except Taylor. I mean, double nine.
What the fuck? You did it at the 4th time! He's talking about Taylor Swift again. I know you like Taylor Swift, Gary, but that has nothing to do with this.
Sorry. It's hard knowing his real name, and it's... Anyways, the nominees are Mr. Scientology himself, Tom Cruise, for Mission Impossible Fallout. Tom Hardy minus 2.0, Mr. Logan Marshall Green in Upgrade. He was actually really good in the movie, but Ethan Hawke for First Reform. Yeah, this is totally a better movie than Logan. We got Lakeith Stanfield for Sorry to Bother You. The Get Out guy. And we got John David Washington for Black Klansman, making his daddy proud. And we got Mr. Ryan Gosling for Deadpool 2. Oh, never mind. Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool.
Please be Ethan Hawke, please be Ethan Hawke, please be Ethan Hawke, please be Ethan Hawke.
And the winner for Best Actor is... I hope he's jumping on a couch somewhere, because Tom Cruise is your winner.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom Cruise is fantastic in that film, though, but...
I think it's a very deserving win. Just the amount of things that Tom Cruise is willing to do in these films is incredible. The amount of times that he's been willing to almost kill himself, I think, is crazy. He's one of those actors where he just goes for it. He goes all in. And this film especially, I mean, just the things that he's able to do, I don't really know how he survives it. I don't know how he's able to do what he does. He's a master of his craft, and definitely a very deserving win for him, for Mr. Tom Cruise for Best Actor. Again, I think, honestly, besides Ethan, as much you do like Ethan Hawke, I do think it really was the only choice. And yes, Tom Cruise, thank you. Congrats, you have won Best Actor for Mission Impossible.
And you don't fucking age.
Yes, all right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. The biggest one of all. That, of course, is Best Picture. Yes, the biggest one, Best Picture. There's a lot of nominations here because the Academy likes to nominate a lot of stuff. So I did 10 nominations for Best Picture. Here we go. We have Black Klansman, Deadpool 2, 8th Grade, First Reformed, Hereditary, Incredibles 2, Mission Impossible Fallout, Sicario Day of the Soldado, Sorry to Bother You, and Upgrade. And the winner not to Caden. To Caden's dismay, yes, you heard it here. Hereditary is in fact the winner for Best Picture.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
I know.
Wait,
Wow.
Very sad
Wait.
overall.
Wait,
Yes,
well,
I know,
wait,
I know Caden
wait. It is?
is crushed about this. I'm just kidding. It's Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I
Fallout.
was about to say, I literally read it earlier. Like at the beginning of the video when you showed it, I was like, I said Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yes, Mission Impossible Fallout is the winner for Best Picture.
Yay,
pretty
best
much-
movie of the year. Woo!
Pretty much what I just
Yeah.
said with
well,
Tom
second
Cruise.
best movie of the year.
Just a very deserving win overall. Stakes were higher than ever. It's everything you really want in an action film. It's everything you want in a summer film. No, the second it came out, I said no film is going to top it, and no film did. And again, for very good reason. So congrats to Mission Impossible Fallout. Hereditary was very close for a while. Hereditary was going to take it, but Mission Impossible Fallout ultimately did win for Best Picture. And with that, that is it, everyone. That is it for the first official and maybe only official Tiger Squad Summer Movie Awards. I just want to give my guests one last thank you. So first of all, 22 Tiger Dude.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh no.
Fuck, I died jumpy. Okay, thank you everyone for this award show. Thank you, Kevin. It was a lot of fun being here. I could definitely say you've excelled with your hosting, if I must say. Yeah. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. So thank you for bringing me here. Tiger Power. Back to
All
Jumpy
right,
Jumpy
double
now.
9.
Thank you, Kevin Falk, for having me on here for your
man.
award show. This was
Yes.
fun. I had a good time. It was clusterfuck, but it was a fun clusterfuck. And
Yes.
me
Just
and
like
my
Sharknado, the last one.
pretty much. So me and my cock are pleased. So thank you.
That's great. MC Deadpool.
Oh well, first of all, Tony, you better not be my goddamn score and jumpy, you bitch.
Even though I do have a higher score than you, I think. Wait, do I?
No.
Well, if I don't, I'll beat it.
Most times you do.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Gary's number 1 right now.
Oh, well, thank you to everybody. Well, I would say nobody who's watching this amazing,
Wow.
the amazing award show, which is probably gonna be our last time doing it. But thank you to Kevin, to Tony, to Triples, to my Lord and Savior, Mr. Caden LaPlante.
No, he doesn't.
And congrats to all the winners, especially Mission Impossible, because it's the second best movie of the year.
Number 1!
It's not Infinity War is, I think it's a little better, but you know what? Excuse me, I gotta get back doing some homework so that way I don't get my mom pissed off at me. So till then, if you excuse me, all you have to do is this. Hold on.
Yes!
There.
All right, I think that's it, guys. I think we went through pretty much everyone. So thank you for watching. This was definitely a lot of fun. Oh yeah. The one that nobody the one that nobody cares. But I was gonna skip over him, but now. Go ahead.
Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Woo! Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Woo! Oh, and fuck you, Kevin. Goodbye.
Great. Fantastic.
In all
Honestly.
seriousness, thank you for having me on. Guys, let's be honest. Kevin put his heart into this, okay? He worked hard, okay?
Yes.
Okay?
Kevin, you're a waste of life.
Thank you. I very much.
Wow, what the fuck?
That is a great way to talk to your host. But that about does it for the show that nobody watched. Thank you to the zero viewers that we had. We definitely will not be back next year, probably, because this was a fucking disaster. But it was a lot of fun either way. My voice is fucking killing me, so I'm going to go. Hopefully next summer is just as good as this one turned out to be, because it was a pretty damn good summer, if you ask me. And I really do hope that next year is on the level of this. This was not a shitty summer at all, despite popular belief. I thought this was a pretty decent summer, honestly. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody that watched. That's it. I will see you guys in my next video, even though none of you watched this, and I will see you guys for that. Okay, bye.
It cut him off.
Nice.